All right, here we go. Please subscribe to the channel. Please.
Hey guys, YouTube's got an algorithm and it really help us out a lot if you could like, comment, and subscribe. This is how we can get more information out to more people and share the message of Toronto real estate.
In
Thanks.
that order, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the damn bell. Who would have thunk it? Boom, just like that, we've got a stat show.
Hey, stats.
Coming to you live from Toronto.
1 month already. It's unbelievable how fast that goes.
I feel like we
Right? Oh,
just
you know
did a
why?
stat show.
28 days in February. That's why.
And weren't February's released like late? Or did we just get on it late?
January's were released late, so yes,
Right.
it feels like it was only a few short weeks ago
The ones
that
that
we were
come
doing the
out in
stat show because it
February.
was only a few short weeks ago.
Let's get into it.
So can
Shall
I
we?
start? Is that okay, Daryl? Do you want to talk about anything else first, or
Other than the stats,
yeah,
do I
you
want to?
okay?
Oh, I've got so much to talk about, TK, but
We'll
today's
have
the
to save
stat
that for
show.
Sunday.
That's right.
Save that for Sunday. That's good.
Oh, I
So
will.
GTA Realtors reported 10,970 sales through the Toronto Real Estate Board's MLS system in February 2021, a 52.5% increase. Wow, that's a lot more sales.
That is a lot of sales.
Yeah, 52% more. 52% more of anything is a lot. So what happened out there?
It is bananas. But we are talking about the past now, correct?
We're talking about the past.
You made me
February.
feel a couple of days ago like the now is not in line with maybe 2 weeks ago.
Definitely
You made
things
me
have
feel
started
like
to change, but there is some different perspectives, and there's definitely areas where I'm seeing things just as crazy as they were a couple weeks ago. But for sure, there's more listings. For sure, there's more options for buyers out there. I mean, I'm looking at a couple properties, and I'm seeing tons of selection compared to a couple weeks ago. But the one part about it is, and let's not get into this because this is the stat show, but I'll just mention it, is sellers have to be willing to sell. And I think that there's a lot of sellers right now with their houses on the market who will not end up selling. They will just say, you know what, I missed the boat, or I'm not getting the price that I thought I should get, and it's going to be coming off the market. I don't think everybody's in the position where they have to sell. Not to say that prices are going down. This is not a we are bullish. We are heading up. Sky's the limit. We haven't even seen the height of the real estate market yet in Toronto.
it's a
But
bubble, it's a crash. It's a bubble crash. It's a
it
bubble
just may be a bubble
bath.
that never pops. That's it.
Yes. All right, keep
So
going. Where are we
again,
going?
sales huge through the roof, lots of activity. Everybody knows that. We were kind of trying to talk about that in January, where we say, "Oh, there's lack of listings." Meanwhile, there was tons of listings. Now in February, we've had new listings up 42%. So we had 10,000 and change listings last February, and now we have over 15,000 new listings. Right, like that's crazy. And so the market just
And
swallowed them up.
still, yeah, because the active listings went down, right? So
Yeah.
with all that extra inventory, actual inventory available is down.
Yes.
But that's what
Right.
happens when
So
sales jump 50 something percent. But what
yeah,
about the
let's focus
biggest
on sales
story?
though. Let's stay on this topic.
What about that average price?
Let's stay on sales. We'll get to price. Let's stay on sales.
Okay.
So we look at each of the segments, right? So you kind of look at where things are. They kind of compare each one from the month or the year before, 416905, all that kind of stuff. Condo sales. Okay.
416.
Condo sales. So percentage year over year change,
Crazy.
64% total, but in the 416, 63%.
Crazy.
Yeah. So condo sales were a huge part of the push, because when we talk about prices, we're also going to be looking at averages, which is across all asset classes in the MLS system. And so condos, because they've had such an amazing comeback in February, we're starting to see these averages get brought up even more. Not to say detached haven't been doing as well, but let's look at this number here. Um, detached sale prices, sorry, detached sales numbers, okay, we're up 43% year over year. So nothing, a number that's like nothing to sneeze at. Like, I mean, that's amazing that they would be up 43%. I mean, that's huge, right? But condos were up 63%. That's a significant difference, right? It's almost twice the rate of growth.
It's
So
crazy.
you have to look at just in comparison here. You've got a fantastic market, and there's lots of factors that are contributing to that we can talk about all day. But you also have a really strong, sound condo market that has returned, and I've been on both sides of the table here, representing buyers and sellers in the last couple of weeks, and it's competitive and it's healthy, and not everybody's got the message yet. That's for sure. Definitely, people are still,
Which
hey, the
message?
condo.
There's so many. There's so many.
There's
Which
a lot of
message?
messages.
There's a
Check your
lot.
email. Check your spam folder.
But what message
Right.
are people supposed to get? This is Crazyville.
Well, the message is that the condo market's back. So if you're selling, make sure you don't undersell it, and if you're buying, make sure you do what you can, because the next one's going to be more expensive if you miss out on that one.
Mm. And even
Sorry to
look,
say.
semis and townhouses, which should be their own kind of category, maybe together. That those are 53 and 63% up year over year,
Yeah,
also,
they're
which
doing
is
really well too.
even
Yeah,
better than detached, which is crazy.
yeah, yeah. There's just not enough detaches, I guess, to go around. Also, I
Yeah,
think people's perspective. One of the biggest things that's led to the growth in the outer suburban markets is that the perception of value is there. So people are saying to themselves, I'm going to get more house if I leave the city. So they all leave the city, but everyone's got the same ideas. The real estate market is herd mentality. It's always been like that. It always will be like that. There's very few people going against the grain. So when everybody's leaving the city, everybody's leaving the city. When everyone wants to go buy condos, everyone wants to buy condos. When no one wants condos, nobody wants condos. It's really funny to watch, actually. It is a huge herd mentality. So right now, people were saying, well, detached are too expensive. So I'm going to go and look at some condos and semis and towns and all this kind of stuff, and head out and look at different markets, right? So
there's only 8,700 active listings.
yeah, I mean, that's pretty consistent, right? If we look back at January, before we had 7,400, January 2020, 7,700, in 20,
February.
oh, there was quite a bit. 2019, there was 13,000, right? Market was a little bit depressed, and the um, 2020 February was 8,800. So I'd say 8,000 is pretty healthy. Okay, that shows an active seller's market. Once you can get up into the 5-digit numbers, it seems like that's a little bit out of touch. So that's that's the story on the sales, right? Growth, lots of growth, fantastic price appreciation when growth of sales is on its way up. As more sales continue and the active listings go down, that sales to new listing ratio starts to grow, and we get to the point where we no longer have a balanced market. We're in a strong seller's market, and that's what we saw in February. A very strong seller's market in both condos and in the freeholds.
It says here
So
months of inventory, 1.5 for all of Treb.
that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's that's nuts.
Nuts. And what's crazy is here, Toronto Central's got the highest inventory amount. Oh no, who's this? Who's this? Ends with a G. Who is it? King. King has the most inventory.
Yeah, been like that for a while.
That's kind of weird, isn't it? Since people want space.
Yeah, they just King had this weird
King
rush
is
in
too much
2016 and
space.
17. They had this huge amount of construction done on some really high end stuff, and it's way out there, and the prices are up there, and some of the people paid top dollar to get it done. So it's just a little bit of a different neighborhood. It's upscale, and things just take a little bit longer to move up there. And that's what I've noticed is for the last few years, there's always been extra inventory lying around in the King area. It's also a big geographical area.
Yeah,
So
but I guess one sale would probably move the needle quite a bit over there.
yeah, there are sales, but it is a slower market up there for sure. It's not like
Slower
what
and
you're going to get
bigger.
in Aurora or Newmarket or
These
Richmond
numbers
Hill
are
or
staggering. Okay, so what are we seeing right now? What are we going to see in next month's numbers? Are we going to see we see another average price decline in the Toronto condo market? That can't
yeah,
possibly
it's year
last
over
into
year.
next month. Yeah. Oh, right.
Okay, so the average condo apartment in all of prices, right? We're talking about prices now. In
Sure.
all of the GTA condo apartment is 642,000. That's February 2021. January 2021, it's 600,000. So that's $42,000 higher in February. So that is a significant growth
That's
in
crazy.
February. Yeah,
That's crazy.
or like 6 or 7% or something like that,
That's
right?
what we need to
7%,
put up here. Month over month numbers.
month over
None of
month,
this
right? So that,
stupid year over year garbage. We need our own graphs.
yeah, we got them. So that's a really good number to see. So that we're seeing that price growth. I think what I really want to talk about. This is to me the most important part because
Cool.
I've always been harping on what the average prices are based off of, right? Like when all those larger homes started to sell and we started to see all these increases and different things that would make the average price be less accurate than it normally would be. So the home price index composite benchmark, which is a tool that they use that balances out the average prices, so it does take into effect size of home, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, that kind of stuff. So detached, semi, everything else to be able to figure out exactly how much the needle is moving. And if we look at, any month that I look at, there's always a pretty big disparity between the two numbers, the average price and the HPI. So the HPI usually would be somewhere like 5%, like, February 2020, 6% gap. January 2021, we were at about a 4 and change gap. And now it's down to 0.1. So it says that the HPI price index was up 14.8%. Okay. And the average selling price was up 14.9%. So that's a huge indicator that there's real price growth. That's what that says. It's real price growth. It's not inflated. It's not false information that's coming in from a bunch of sales of one particular home type that's made the average go up a lot more. This is real price growth, right? Your home, on average, the average home has gone up 14.8%. It's pretty significant for a year.
Yeah, but didn't it go up even more in a month?
So it went up quite a bit, but let's just go back because I know what you're thinking. Is last price increase that we had between the 2 years or whatever it was 15.5%. So slightly higher. When 2017 we started getting into like 30% before the market tanked. So that was
Year over year,
severely
year over year?
year over year. Yeah, severely out of whack. But the HPI growth from January this year was 11.9, right? So again, amazing double digits growth. I mean, for anyone who's going, their house price is going up like a hard 10%. Like that's
A
fantastic. Good
month.
news
A
for them.
month.
No, yearly, year over year.
Yeah, but what are they actually going up month over month right
I'll
now?
tell you that. That's next. So
Ah.
for it to jump up to 14.8%, the HPI, like that's a very significant increase in price appreciation. So just so everybody knows, usually the HPI is single digit. Like it's really what consistently it's been since its inception. But that's where we're at. So now Darryl would like to know January 2021's average price increase. So we were at, remember we were just about to reach the $1 million mark. $967,000 average price
To 1045.
at 1045.
What is that? Like 90,000?
80,000. So it's about,
87,000?
yeah, 8.5%, something like that, month over month. Crazy, right?
Is it sustainable?
Never. That growth was not sustainable. How could it possibly be? What, we're going to be up? Our prices are going to double in a year? Like, come on, guys.
What's gonna be? What's gonna be?
It's
Here
gonna
comes
the
the
increases are going to
mortgage
flatten
rates.
out. I mean, it's
How?
just the way
How?
every
How?
market works.
How?
how I will see a large amount of properties come on the market as people, catch wind and coronavirus stuff breaks down. You know, inadequate supply because of the interruption in the supply of new condos and everything else. We're going to see influx of immigration be delayed because of like various different you know international type of situations, right? Whether it be the situation we have here going on with coronavirus or where the people are coming from, the situation there. So there's just going to be a lot of things that involve it's so multifaceted. Maybe we can talk about that Sunday. I got more thoughts on that, but it just seems like there's going to be a lot of issues with really cranking things up again, and we're gonna see um, prices grow slower throughout 2021. Grow, but grow slower. This is to me what the writing on the wall is, but it's hard to say. Are we done? Is that it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Mic drop.
Good show.
Um, so what do you think, Daryl?
I think next month's numbers will be just as crazy as these.
Okay.
Maybe crazier. March. Oh, March, it's going to be crazy compared to last March. Where are we? These numbers, we are not shut down yet. Right? Year over year. We are still open in February.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, you know what?
Didn't
That's
the
a
numbers
great point.
dive off a cliff next month?
That's a great point. Once we get to start comparing March, April, and May 2020 to March, April, and May 2021, it's going to be like
The next few months will be
state market is up
retarded.
43%.
859%.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think we should take a vow. Because year over year numbers are useless garbage, anyways. I don't know who they're good
Useless.
for. Maybe they're
Yeah.
good for some people, but they're no good for us. I think we need to take a vow. Let's
Of
only look at the last few months' numbers. Let's start taking the last 3 months and looking at the numbers and seeing the direction of the train. Who
yeah.
cares
Well,
about the stops along the way?
we pay the Toronto Real Estate Board a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money
What a
to be
waste
one
of
of the wealthiest
money.
real estate boards in the world, so that they can release stats that are going to promote sales in amongst the area for our members. That's what they're there for.
I got to think that
Okay.
if you looked at the numbers month over month, they would be pretty damn impressive most of the time.
Well, what sounds better, 8.5% or
Or
14.9%? Right?
in certain contexts, I would go with the one that it was a
They should
14.
annualize the monthly appreciation.
I just think that last year was so different than this year that why the hell what the next 3 months, 4 months of comparisons are pretty much bogus.
Yeah.
And these ones are kind of ridiculously bogus too because
This is the last good one.
there
This
seems
is the
to be
this
some
is the
pent
last
up
one where
demand.
February was a hot market. February was a good balance, not balanced sellers market. That was no COVID. We were doing. I was getting 200 plus showings. Like we were having a really strong market in
But the
February. So, and
bubble,
and condos were doing well too. So I
but the
believe that February was a great market to compare to, and it's clearly significantly better. It's stronger, I should say. It would be worse if you
yeah,
want to
and
buy
March is going to be bananas even
great
compared to
buyers.
this month.
Yeah.
And then right now the only
Bananas and
thing
how though, Daryl? Can we do 15,000 sales again? Or no, 10,000 sales? Can we do 10,000 sales?
what do you think was holding us back from doing more in February?
10,000 sales is a lot of sales.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
What do you
Well,
think?
I don't know. I don't know is it a lot of sales?
It's a lot of
Give me some
sales.
history here. Give me some history. Give me some
Give you some
perspective.
history.
I don't know if that's a
So
good
in the
month or a bad month.
summertime, so like a hot summertime, let's use July 2016. Okay, that was one of the record years for sales. July 2016 had 9,989 sales. Okay,
Less than
June
February
less than
2021.
10,000. June probably had a little more. 12,794 sales. June 2016, right? part of the spring market. May 2016, 12,870 sales. April 2016, 12,000 sales.
All right, so this
March
thing's rocking and
2017,
rolling. This thing's going on
10,000.
like 90% capacity here.
Yeah. So we're heading to
95%.
12,000 salespeople
Wow.
in,
I mean,
in
where
March
else is there to go?
2021.
There weren't.
Holy smokes.
I got to think that the new home sales are got to be bursting at the seams. It'd be so
So there's a
great.
deal. I think I can say this on our podcast. So this is one of my partners who had a listing for sale north of the city in an area that may or may not be king. And there was a sales center that happened nearby that had a bunch of estate lots. Not sure what all the details is, but they sold out. So they had like a bunch of lots for sale. They sold out, and those people said, "Oh, I missed out on that opportunity. Well, let's look what's in the area." And of course, then they went and bought our listing, um, this week, last weekend, something like that. So there are lineups of people at the new home sales that gets the emotions. I want to live here. I want to be in this neighborhood. Oh, I missed out. What can I buy? Oh, that one's like 2, 3 years old. It's exactly what I'm looking for, and it's ready now. Okay, let's just go and buy that. So that's what's happening. I think the new home sales people are missing out on a lot of action, and I know why. Again, we can talk about this Sunday. It's a stat show, but they can't guarantee that they're going to even have these places built or how much they're going to cost to build them. That's just the issue there is right now.
They're going to need a lot of water to put out this fire. That's what I'm telling you. So, what is the water look like? Because at some point they will have to douse this thing down a little.
Yeah.
People are
I
talking
think
crash and bubble
natural
and bubble and
selection.
crash.
No, natural selection. There's too
Natural
much
selection. There's nothing natural about this market.
on. You know what? It's
Closer
unprecedented,
to the
or it's.
mic.
I am. I kind of got my whole thing here. It's unprecedented and it's atypical. But this is a very natural market. Like the people I'm dealing with, they're not speculating. They got the money. They want to make a move. They need to make a move. They have not enough space. They have too much space. It's all legitimate stuff.
The underlying market is going bananas.
What, like our mortgage Mike was on last week, he told us people qualify for the same amount of mortgage they qualified for a year ago, regardless of rates, because of the stress tests.
Yeah.
So it's not, oh, the market. I know all these guys online, and you like some of them, Darryl, but the reason that everything's going so crazy is because the interest rates are so low. Well, there's there's also a natural demand. This is what people want to do, and they're basing it off of what they qualify for, and you can't necessarily say that people would be not moving. Maybe they wouldn't spend as much. That's possible, but you can't say that they wouldn't be moving if it was for interest rates. I mean, they're not moving because of interest rates. They're qualifying at 4.75% or whatever it is.
So why are they moving?
It's a conspiracy.
If it's not for the interest rates, and it's not for the ability to own, like what's going on here?
Human behavior, Dale.
Human
Everyone's sitting at
behavior,
home.
psychology.
It's a psychological
It's
pandemic.
the new stock market.
That's what it is. Everybody
wins. Come on in.
every recession.
That's a bubble.
And this is not a recession. You know what it is we're in a recession that's not a recession.
You know, when every
we should save this for Sunday, Darryl, this conversation.
When every guy in their basement with a camera can be talking about real estate, you know you're in a bubble.
You know.
Right?
Where you getting your real estate advice from two guys on YouTube?
If a few hundred people are actually listening to you,
know that the real estate market's oversaturated.
It is a bubble.
Yeah. So I would just like to say thanks for watching. And if you are still listening to this jibber jabber, please like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Darryl and I are going to be back Sunday. We got a great guest Sunday.
Ben Myers. Ben Myers. This guy.
Big Ben Myers.
This guy's great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Everybody.
So we got another expert coming on to help people learn about things that Darryl and I are not experts in.
Correct. Basically
maybe
everything.
Darryl is, but I'm not.
Basically everything. Yes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your insights as usual. Thank you for
Thank
your
you, Daryl.
insights on the year to year, year over year numbers.
Yep. That's it. I read those numbers pretty well.
You did a good job.
Thanks. I'll see you at Sunday.
Yes.